Hi guys, my name is Christy with the Feedfeed team coming to you from Vancouver, Canada, and I'm super excited. It's the first episode of Dessert of the Month. Let's bake something delicious, bourbon caramel, apple upside down cake coming at you. Okay you guys, so we're gonna start by making a homemade bourbon caramel. Now, if you're really freaked out about making caramel, you could totally use store-bought and just stir in some bourbon, but I'm gonna show you how to make a killer homemade caramel sauce. Okay, so I've just got a pot over medium heat with some corn syrup and some granulated sugar. So I'm just gonna stir this to kind of combine it, and we're just gonna let it come up to a boil. You guys, so our caramel is at the color that we want it to be, just that nice light golden. So I'm just gonna take it off the heat. I'm gonna add in some melted butter. Just give that a stir. Okay, and then I'm gonna add in my mixture of bourbon and heavy cream slowly, just sort of drizzling it in. So the next step in this recipe is just to make a super simple cake batter, and this is my go-to one bowl cake recipe. It's super moist, super flavorful, and this recipe calls for brown sugar, which pairs perfectly with the caramel and the apples. Guys, that is the sound of our cake, and it looks good. We just want it to spring back to the touch. I'm gonna take this out, and I'm just gonna set it to cool. Okay, so we're gonna let our cake cool. It's a little bit tricky because we're kind of looking for it to be cool enough that it's pulling away from the sides, but also warm still on the bottom, so that when we invert the cake, the caramel pulls away from the bottom really nicely and doesn't stick. Okay, you guys, moment of truth. I'm just gonna put my cooling rack over top of this, and I'm gonna flip the cake. Guys, my favorite part about baking? Taste test time. Got my apple cake with a side of ice cream because cake, ice cream had to happen. I'm so ready. Going in. You guys, this cake, it's so good. I wish I could share it with you. You need to bake this. Go and bake this right now. Okay guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I had such a blast making this cake. As for me, I have a date with this cake right now, but I'm gonna be back again next month making another seasonal dessert, which may or may not include donuts. See you next time.